can make this delicious marmalade for a fraction of the price of good store-bought marmalade. A good brand costs about $8.50. Ours costs only $2.70 to make. So each time you make it, you save around $5.80. Here's how to make it. Peel off the orange rind, leaving the bitter white part on the orange. You can use any kind of orange, but Seville oranges are best because they have the most pectin. Arrange the rind in a pile, as it's easier to chop that way. Use the sharpest knife you have to julienne as thinly as possible. This makes for a nice texture. Slice the peeled orange in half and juice it, trying not to break the peel. Strain the juice to remove any seeds. Reserve the pulp, taking out the seeds. Scoop out the remaining pulp with a spoon. Chop up the pulp and set aside. Repeat the process with a lemon. Lemon is very important in jams because it gives a subtle tanginess to the flavor and cuts the sweetness. This time don't bother trying to scoop out the pulp. It's too hard. The juice will be enough. In a medium pot, add the sugar, pulp, orange and lemon julienne, orange juice, and lemon juice. Set the stove to high and bring the mixture to a boil. Stir occasionally to help the sugar dissolve and to mix the ingredients. When it starts to boil, cover and remove from the heat and let sit overnight at room temperature. This allows the pectin to be released from the peel and pulp. The next day, remove the lid and bring to a boil again. Then reduce the temperature to medium-low and simmer, stirring every 4 minutes. Don't cover the pot as you want the liquid to evaporate. The marmalade will begin to thicken and change color. After about a half an hour, you can check if the marmalade is set. One way of testing is to take a spoonful and place it on a cold plate. Place it in the fridge for 5 minutes. Take it out, and if it wrinkles when you push it, like this, it's set and ready to be removed from the heat. If you have a cooking thermometer, you can measure the temperature instead. The marmalade is set at 105 degrees Celsius. Remove the pot from the stove. While the marmalade is still hot, transfer it to a sterilized jar. When it cools down, you can store it in the fridge, or you can also store it in the cupboard. It will be easier to spread if you store it in the cupboard. This marmalade tastes even better on homemade bread. If you'd like to make this delicious and healthy bread, here's the recipe. You'll be proud of yourself for having made not one, but 2 delicious recipes.
Yummy.